Hi, I'm Jason Berger, a principal at the law firm of Offutt Kerman, and we're here today to talk to Rick Rose, who is the co-CEO of Roseark, a lifestyle and high-end jewelry brand.
The longer-term vision that I have for this company is a work in progress. It was when I got in full-time, it was kind of a 10-year outlook. We signed a 10-year lease, so with the retail right there, automatically you're locked into your brick and mortar for 10. So through that time, we've progressed from being more of a strictly retail experience with the e-com component into now with the showroom, expanding our purview. And then the next step is obviously into HQ. So it's taking all this experience in those markets, moving it into this tech component, and then pushing it a little further long term. We've looked into doing additional retail locations. We've had multiple stores at different times. It's never quite worked out to do things. We had a deal going in Vegas. We've multiple times looked at opening in New York. It really ends up being about the focus, and because essentially there are two of us who are running this business, we both have families, and so you really want to look at how thin you want to spread yourself, and more so where you can really focus your best energy. And any time that we've looked at expanding to multiple stores, that there's less time, less devotion to a singular effort. So when we've had multiple stores, the moment that we close that store, you see a surge back, and then you move into something new. So the wholesale side or the showroom side is definitely something that has spawned from that. We had come out of negotiating a lease in New York, and it fell out, and at which point I said, forget it, let's stay at home and focus at home rather than going every other week to New York and spending the time on the plane and doing everything else that would entail. I think with touching each piece of this, we design jewelry. We're on the showroom side, we're representing brands to the world. Through our branding efforts, we're furthering the brand expansion of designers, of lines. Through our retail side, we obviously are presenting something to the marketplace, to the direct consumer that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. And so I think our brand is really about experience. It's about a complete experience. And for me, stepping into the e-com was a big thing when we first had our first site in 2004. And trying to take our brand to the world, furthering this singular location, the singular brick and mortar space in Los Angeles, and pushing that out so that anybody on this planet can look at it. The development of that forward, and to me has moved into this point of sale system, which, because in retail we tried to find our niche, which was to do something better than anyone else is doing. On the showroom side, it's taking these brands and getting them into stores that they wouldn't necessarily be able to get into, and likewise into the point of sale, which is taking platforms that currently exist, which typically are developed by web developers or systems developers. They're not necessarily developed by people who are in the market. And so taking that experience and really pushing it into something that will enable business owners who own brick and mortar, who have strictly e-com or who have both. And so that's more what we try to do, is just further experiences, further do things, finding ways to do things better.